Welcome to the gritty underworld of crime, where the saying, "There's no honor among thieves," rings all too true. In this cutthroat world, it's survival of the fittest, where it's a dog-eat-dog struggle for dominance and power. Some say the highest bidder always comes out on top, while others believe that loyalty is nothing more than a myth. Whatever the case may be, one thing is for certain: nothing good comes from the ruthless world of crime. This brings us to the story about Andres Rubio, the assassin that went after El Chapo's family. Don't miss a single moment of this video. We have some important information to share with you, but before we start, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. This helps us reach a wider audience and ensures that you don't miss any of our future videos. Now that you've taken care of all that, let's dive in and enjoy the content together. As the sons of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, they lead lives that rival those of Hollywood celebrities, all while evading the law as international fugitives and infamous drug traffickers. But the stakes are high in this dangerous game, as evidenced by the tragic fate of Andres Rubio, aka El Gallo, who met his demise as a hired assassin for the Guzman brothers in the Mexican city of San Felipe and Baja, California. How was this a direct assassination attempt on the family of Joaquin Guzman? The sons of infamous drug kingpin, El Chapo, had the foresight to hire a master hitman for their protection, a man who commanded his own squad of deadly assassins. But in a shocking twist of fate, this very hitman met his end in a hail of bullets from a rival gang, while indulging in a seemingly innocent meal of tacos. The underworld is never short of surprises, and one can only wonder what other twists and turns the story of El Chapo's sons will take. Identified as the 48-year-old Andres Rubio, the assassin was shot during a Monday night in San Felipe as he was standing out at a taco stand. Rubio is also known by his nickname El Gallo, which meant the rooster. He got shot 7 times in the chest, face and abdomen. Paramedics from the Red Cross found him lying in the middle of the street, and he was alive at the time. He was then quickly taken to the Comunitario hospital and declared dead after a little while. The ones who shot at him were successful in escaping in their vehicle, which was later found abandoned and in flames. This was at a garbage dump site, almost 20 minutes away from the place where Rubio was shot. No arrests were reported by the Attorney General's Office of Baja California State. Reports from La Opinion have stated that Rubio and his group of assassins were muscle for hire and were working for the 4 sons of El Chapo. These are known as Los Chapitos. They are Joaquin Guzman Lopez, Jesus Alfredo Guzman, Salazar Ovidio Guzman Lopez and Yvonne Archibald Guzman Salazar. After their father went to jail, the 4 took control of the Sinaloa cartel with the old right hand of their father, Ismael El Mayo Zambada. He was the one who helped El Chapo set up the international drug trafficking empire. He has never been arrested but is wanted by the United States. There's a reward of $15 million for anyone who can provide information that can lead to his arrest and/or conviction. Tensions rise as El Mayo and Los Chapitos struggle for power in the wake of El Chapo's extradition to the U.S. in 2016. He was convicted by a federal court in New York in February 2019 and got a life sentence. After just 5 months with their father behind bars. His sons have had a lot of enemies come after them. They tried to protect themselves by hiring people like Rubio, but it was no use as he himself got attacked on. According to the U.S. Department of Treasury, Ivan Archivaldo Guzman, Ovidio Guzman Lopez and Joaquin Guzman Lopez were the ones running the show for the Sinaloa cartel. This was declared on the 16th of December 2021. It was surprising to see that all the 4 brothers that made the Los Chapitos were not mentioned in this. This suggests that these 3 have the major role in the cartel and they are on the map of the U.S. Department of Treasury. Being identified by the U.S. has made things more difficult for the family of El Chapo, and attacks on them have followed. The 3 sons are previously indicted on charges related to federal drug trafficking. Is led to a reward of $5 million being offered by the Department of State for anyone who could have information leading to the arrest of El Chapo's sons. There were a lot of personal differences between the rival gangs and Los Chapitos, but the reward made many other parties interested in taking them down. Let's face it, anyone who can get a chance at the $5 million would not want to miss it for anything. One of the brothers of Video, Guzman Lopez, got detained for a short period of time in October 2019 after a raid on his Culiacan home by Mexican security forces. However, he was later released on the orders of President Andres Manuel López Obrador after the cartel responded to the arrest with an assault, no less than a war. It shows that messing with the Sinaloa cartel can have some serious consequences. Even with El Chapo behind bars in another country, the cartel had no issue in responding with the same ruthlessness for which its leader had a reputation. Seeing that the government of a country cannot mess with the brothers, it is really hard to imagine how any rival cartel would even think about messing with them. Attacking the assassins hired by them is a really courageous or stupid act. The repercussions of the act must have been massive. An operation was started to extradite the brothers on the request from a court in Washington, D.C. It led to a serious consequence for Mexicans as 13 people were killed in the assaults. López Obrador was forced to admit in a June 2020 press conference, "I ordered that operation be stopped, and that the alleged criminal be released." This was not an easy thing to admit, and neither an easy decision. However, it had to be done so that the population would not be put at risk anymore. Ordinary civilians were in the lines of fire, and it was estimated that over 200 people would be losing their lives if the operation in Culiacan was not suspended. A reason for the attacks on El Chapo's family from both the government and assassins is the lifestyle they have chosen for themselves. His son Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar lives a very lavish life and does not hesitate from showing off his guns, money and drugs on social media. He's among the 10 most wanted fugitives list of the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. But it has never stopped him from sharing photos of his extravagance on social media. The 35-year-old has tens of thousands of followers on his Instagram account, and he frequently posts pictures of his father and calls him a great person who helps the poor. There are also pictures of heaps of cash on the floor, or on the bed, along with huge rifles and containers of bullets. One post was seen in which there are lines of cocaine on a book, which had his father's face on the cover. Even though he's a fugitive, the man openly discloses his locations on Instagram posts. These are from far places of the globe, such as Italy. One of these was taken in Verona, Italy, and the caption was, "While they are looking for me as dogs in Mexico, one has fun." It is said that his name made it to the DEA is listed fugitives. He also got a $5 million prize on his head. He's a wanted criminal in Chicago on federal charges related to drug distribution and was indicted with his father and other prominent Sinaloa cartel members. Another one of El Chapo's family members is his fourth wife Emma Coronel. The former Mexican beauty queen used to live a glamorous life and showed it on social media. While her husband was in a prison cell in US, she often posted pictures of herself wearing branded clothing and makeup that costs hundreds of thousands. There were posts of her soaking up the sun in a bikini or either dancing in a nightclub. She has 2 daughters, and they also live the good life as their mother threw them Barbie-themed parties complete with the ballroom chandelier, pancakes, candy in neon signs. Mexicans have not been very happy after seeing this, as they feel that El Chapo's family is using blood money to fuel their extravagant lives. This might actually be the real reason why assassins have been trying to attack them. This brings us to the end of the video. Which of the reasons discussed in the video was the real one for the assassination attempts? Is there any other thing we did not mention, but it's actually relevant to the Sinaloa cartel? What will be the future of Joaquin Guzman's his family, especially his 4 sons? Your support means everything to us. By hitting that thumbs up button on this video, you are not only showing your appreciation for the content, but also helping us to understand our audience and tailor our future videos to your interests. Don't hesitate, give us a thumbs up while we continue to deliver top-notch videos for you to enjoy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.